What's common between Ting Ting and Ali Abdul? They got over 2 million subscribers and a ton of money in their pockets. And a solid niche. Today I'll show you how you can pick a niche that gives all of your hard work loads of money back. I mean, who doesn't want a lot of cash? In this video, you'll learn how to find a niche that's profitable and sustainable for you. So what are the common mistakes that beginners make? So let's get into the video. And just a heads up, there is no right or wrong way in finding your niche when it comes to your website or your YouTube channel. Some people may find their niche through Access research, some may try out a couple and land on one, or it may start out as a hobby as a blogger and turn it into a profitable business. However, every successful content creator on the web has one simple thing in common. They create consistent content for a long period of time on topics that they're interested in. Just like in our example, Ting Ting only creates content about ASMR, and Ali gives advice about personal development throughout the years. And you know what's nice about that? That's their thing. So in this video, I'll help you find that thing or the niche that can help your videos become more fun, profitable, and sustainable. And remember, your niche has to be about a topic that you can write about and talk about for a very long time. Now that that's clear, let's talk about the common mistakes that newbies make when it comes to picking their niche for their website. The common mistakes to avoid when you pick your passion as your niche. We won't give you BS advice to follow your passion, because picking your passion as your niche, it doesn't mean that your passion will be profitable. Imagine if someone's passion is to collect stamps. There's only so much stuff you can write about it, plus the price of stamps is really not that much. See where I'm getting with this? Number 2, picking a super competitive niche. On the other hand, if you're going for high commissions and want to make big bucks fast, you'll find yourself in an extremely competitive niche like personal finance, insurance, or anything in the medical field. Don't do it. If you're a beginner and have zero background knowledge in these, I advise you stay away from extremely high competition where you or your website needs to be an industry expert. This niche may promise you a huge exit but may not be the right niche for you. Number 3, picking a super narrow or a broad topic. A niche is a smaller part of an industry. For example, kitchen decorations for home decor. But picking something narrow such as best wooden spatulas would hit your website. My point here is that you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot by narrowing down your topic too much. But on the other hand, some people make the mistake of picking something extremely broad such as fitness. There are tons of topics around them, and as a beginner, you've got very limited resources. So in this example, fitness is not a great niche at all. Why, you may ask? You could be talking about exercises, how to lose weight, how to do yoga, or keto diet. These subtopics can make good niches by themselves, but it would be a waste of time and money if you want to cover everything as a beginner. Alright, so do this instead. You want to pick a bigger industry and narrow it down to subtopics, and pick one that could be your niche. And then down the line, sell products and other digital assets such as subscriptions and courses. Number 4, picking FAD niches. Take the new iPhone 14. You can write a lot about it, create a ton of video reviews, and for sure you'll rank and make money for sales. However, it is super trendy and won't guarantee sales in the future, especially when new products are dropping on the market. The same way you can't sell fidget spinners because they aren't trendy anymore. FAD niches have a strict expiry date, and you don't want to fall into one-off trends. Number 5, there's no buyer intent. Market gurus always shove down the idea that you need to know everything when it comes to your target audience, such as what they like, where they live, and the type of activities that they want to do. But to cut it short, the number 1 question you should ask is, do people in your niche actually spend money? When you are picking a hobby niche, chances are, yes, people do spend money. Those are the things that they like doing, and they do them for fun. But there are areas where you could potentially break into the market, yet people are not ready to spend. I recently watched Matt Diggity's video where he ran an affiliate website about yoga traveling. But people weren't on their website to spend money. The people went to go search for those yoga traveling items, were looking for yoga retreats and other events. So you want to make sure that you got your keyword research right before you jump into any niche. And by the way, let us know in the comments below if you want a full tutorial on keyword research. Number 6, niche that requires frequent updates. Take gaming, for example. If you're a hardcore gamer and know what's changing within the industry all the time, then good for you. But for the rest of us, keeping up with every gaming update and strategy is a pretty difficult game to play, pun intended. Remember, when you've got a site, you'll have to write a lot. And you don't want to write and publish day and night just so your site can cover every update. So you want to make sure that your niche is stable and doesn't change over time. Popular niches such as gardening are fairly the same now as they were 10 years ago. But you can always add new techniques here and there to boost your online marketing. But essentially, you'd still grow apples the same way as you would 100 years back. Alright, now we've covered the most common mistakes when picking a niche. The next step is breaking it down on how to find a profitable niche that's fun for you and will crush it in 2023. And here is the list of topics that we'll be focusing on. Number 1, focus on your interest, not your passion, and start brainstorming. Start brainstorming topics that you have the slightest interest in. It doesn't matter if you're an expert or not. Try to list down every possible idea and group them if they belong in one of the 3 categories, which is wealth, health, or relationships. Remember, these categories are the most profitable ones because people's biggest problems always start from here and they want answers immediately. Think about it. How to get rich or how to lose weight are the most common phrases we ask, and they fall under health and wealth. Number 2, access trend. Okay, now that you got a list of possible topics, all you need to do is check your historical trend and predict if they're going to continue in the future. One of the tools we use is Google Trends. All you do is go to Google Trends, a free tool to search your pick niche, and look how they did it in the past 5 to 7 years. Let me make an example using wedding cakes. On the top tabs, you'll see the country drop-down menu. This is the drop-down menu for days, months, or years. The categories tab if you want to be specific on a topic, and the type of search you'd like. The graph here shows the interest over time. This shows the interest in wedding cakes for the past 12 months. This is where you see the increase or the decrease within the topic. And when you scroll down, you'll see interest by sub-region within the country you are in. Down here, you'll see related topics that people talk about and related queries when it comes to the wedding cakes. And if you're curious about the topic worldwide, when it comes to wedding cakes in the past 12 months, you can look on which month was popular when it comes to the topic. If you have a look at the graph, December and January last year had a higher interest in the topic compared to this year. And scrolling down, you will see the regions where this topic has been of interest. Zimbabwe being number 1, South Africa being number 2, Trinidad being number 3, and Uganda being number 4, and Ireland number 5. And you can include low search volume, and you'll see the ranking change. And if you use the arrows here, you will see the regions that had some form of interest in the topic. And if you want to see how the topic has been doing in the past years, for example, the past 5 years, you will see 2018 was the highest year where the interest of wedding cakes was a topic. And it slowly starts to decrease again in the other months. And the sub-regions based on the countries will be right here, the main top 5 countries where this topic was popular. And that's how you use Google Trends. Now let's go to point number 3. Number 3, access profitability on online marketplaces. Marketplaces look at competitors of traffic and financial information of the website. You can do it on Empire Flippers or Flippa. But EF requires you to put down a deposit. So we're going to window shop on Flippa instead. Here is a tutorial for Flippa. If you don't have an idea on what kind of niche you want to enter, you can start on flippa.com. And since I'm looking for affiliate content, I'll go to browse websites, click onto content, and click onto blogs. And this will show you how much of revenue some blogs make. And you'll see that some blogs are confidential. You will need to verify to see the information. And if you scroll down, you'll see everything else. If you click onto therapyhunter.com under view listing, the site is 1 year old. It generates $2,540 per month. The profit margin is 73%, and the monthly page views is 4,317. And when you scroll down, this is where you can view the analytics from Google. But in order for you to view this, you do need to create an account. And once you've signed in, you can view all this information when it comes to this website. One thing I forgot to show you, if you go back, if you want to see the blogs that only make money under revenue generating, just tick yes. And it will only show you blog sites that are only making money onto their website. Using Flippa is just a general way to show you how much money you can make if you are to rank for the same topics and the same niche with the same monetization method. This is just an estimate of how to find a niche and see how potential competitors are performing as of now. Now that we're done, let's go to number 4. Start creating content. As I said in the beginning, successful bloggers and vloggers have one thing in common. They publish content over a long period of time. So you want to make sure that you create content on a regular basis. And previously we showed you how you can simply do that with just 4 easy steps. Plus, we also want to give you a head start by collecting 5 emerging industries in 2023 that are worth looking into, even as a simple beginner. So in our next video, we'll be talking about popular niches that are worth bringing in 2023, so make sure you do not miss that. Anyways, that's it for the video. If you really enjoyed it, make sure you give us a like and subscribe onto our channel so we can create more content like these. I'll see you in our next video. Bye.